Hello everybody, here we are in the southern Spain to see the first Stratovarius show after all the incidents and mess inside the band. Stop that please. Well anyway, you are about to see short interviews, clips from the show and so on, so please enjoy. So how do you feel before this first Stratovarius show after all this shock news and so on?
I feel great. It's very nice to play again. Of course I'm a little bit excited and worried about how people will react. You know, it's been a lot of shit written and stuff like that. So, but it will be. I think there will be a lot of adrenaline. I think it will be a good show. I probably will get very drunk
during the show.
Yes, and just have a good time. It's fucking cold there because this festival is, I guess, outside. So, I don't know.
So, are you scared? I mean, do you think what the fans will do during the show and so on?
I think the fans are scared what we will do during the show, or me. I'm not scared. I mean, I've been thrown at things before, so I keep my eyes open. If something throws, then I always say once that one more time and we are out. Then we stop playing.
Well, actually, what can we expect from the show? Have you planned something good tricks for the audience, or?
Yeah, well, there's big pyro show. If we are allowed to use it, I don't know. And well, we have a set list, but because of Kotipelto didn't come to the rehearsals, it's pretty much unclear what will happen. So I don't know.
It should be just my dressing room instead of anybody else.
Hello, Timo. How do you feel?
Not too good, not too good. I've got some fever, and it's fucking cold at the backstage, even colder outside. But otherwise, I'm waiting for the show.
So, what do you actually expect from the show?
Well, I'm expecting to see a lot of crazy Spanish metalheads, and a lot of hands, hopefully in the air, and a lot of sing-along. And of course, it will be probably quite interesting for some reasons. So, I don't know what the hell actually expect from the show.
So aren't you scared or anything? I mean, what the fans will do and so on?
Not really. I mean, at least I didn't try to offend anybody. So, but if somebody wants to do something, it's of course unexpected. But I'm more concerned about what the other guys will do on the stage, to be honest. So we'll see.
Jens, how do you feel before the show?
I feel very tired actually, but
is that because of yesterday, evening, or yesterday night?
it's because of the drinking. Also, I had a bit of jet lag, I guess. But I figure as soon as we start playing, and I get some of these caffeine pills. I have very good Swedish caffeine pills, and I imagine
very good Swedish. All right,
best kind there is. Once we get a few of those in us, I think it's going to be better. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
Well, but how do you feel before this show? Because this is first show after all this kind of mess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's it'll work out. You know, it's a lot of problems, of course. I mean, also we are in Spain, so it's double trouble, I would say.
What do you expect? I mean, what are the fans gonna do during the show and so on?
I don't know. I guess what they usually do, just I imagine it's just another show, basically. You know, it depends on how drunk we get. I guess.
How drunk are you going to get?
I don't know. Probably not so drunk for me because I was drinking very heavily yesterday, and I still have hangover, I think, from that. So it's a little bit tired. But maybe after some caffeine, start with a beer again. we'll see.
Well, I guess you will play also like new songs. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? I mean, if you haven't rehearsed those, so
We rehearsed them without Kotipelto, so we can play them.
so you're not worried? I mean, can he sing those songs and so on?
Well, if he makes an ass out of himself, that's his problem, I mean, not mine. So, I mean, you know, we get very good money for this gig, so I don't care really. I mean.
Okay. Thanks for the interview. Let's see what happens during the show, and maybe we will talk more after that.
Okay, you're welcome.
We're not going to see you anywhere, ever. But from here to my side, thank you so much for supporting us all these years. Muchas gracias.
So, Timo, how was the show yesterday?
Well, you have to ask that from the audience, but from my side, pretty good, pretty okay. You know, comparing to the fact that we haven't been playing together since I guess 8 months or something, or 6 months, 7, something. It was pretty okay. The audience was very good, so gracias.
So, how was it to be on stage with Timo Tolkki?
That was very, very interesting. I think, well, the way he's behaving, it's like a little bit strange, if you ask me, like yesterday as well.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the guys just left the building, left the stage in the beginning of the set and came back later. So, and also, of course, well, he wasn't playing that good, to be honest, but I guess he was a little bit drunk.
Little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I also saw that Jens was like pissing on his leg. What do you think about that? That's kind of strange.
I like it. Bra Jens, mycket bra. That was job well done, I would say.
How was the show?
Well, for me it was pretty horrible show. I was so drunk. I couldn't really play. Was different kind of show, I guess. Was I don't remember half of it actually, but I remember that our keyboard player urinated on my leg.
Why was that?
I have no fucking idea. I was just playing this Forever song and then I feel this warm stream on my leg. So
What about the crowd's reactions?
yeah, it was pretty hostile. I mean, they were throwing things at me, bottles and coins and ice cubes and stuff. So that was one of the reasons I got drunk, because I was feel scared before the show. That was the first time we meet the fans after these incidents. So it was partly okay, but I bet it sounded awful. I mean,
Well, you left the States after one song. What was the reason for that?
I was very pissed off about the sound, you know, and then I also needed to piss.
So Jens, we just got some shock news that Tolkki was stabbed and you were the eyewitness, so can you tell us what happened?
Well, it's very hard to say what happened actually, because it was over so quickly, you know, but there's this one guy running up from behind us, and it's like, you know, then of course he ran away. So I was faced with the choice of either try to run after him, which I didn't really, I'm too much of a pussy anyway to run after somebody with a fucking knife, you know. So what we did was instead, I guess, because I don't think there's any way we're going to catch him, we took different taxi, just told the taxi guy to tell us to go to the hospital, you know.
So, I mean, how serious was that?
I think it could have been
Was he badly hurt and so on?
He was bleeding like a motherfucker. I think this is like a big muscle, you know. It's like your arm muscle. I don't know if he was trying to also cut him in the face, but he didn't cut him in the face. There was no cut in the face. Or if he was going for the throat or whatever the fuck, you know. But the only actually place where the knife went into the skin was here in the arm. And it was bleeding a lot. So of course we were a bit worried about that, you know, like what do you call it, tetanus and blood loss, you know, that shit. But
Then you went to hospital and what happened?
well, we had to wait for a while, of course, and then I guess they put some stitches in him. They were apparently not as bad. Of course, the doctor didn't speak so good English, but he didn't think it was so bad. Apparently, you know, there's no need for like blood transfusion or anything like that. But of course, it looked like a shitload of blood, but I don't think it was like 2 liters of blood or something. But of course, fuck, you get pretty shocked something like this happens. Like, really start thinking about this fucking lot of crazy people out there. Like,
Well, are you scared? I mean, that somebody's gonna stab you or something like that?
I mean, who knows? I mean, who the fuck knows? You never know, I guess.
Well, is this going too far now? I mean, this is only music and so on.
I don't know actually. It's difficult to say.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Well, I guess that's all for now. They came, they played, they got shit-faced. What else? They met Yura a heap, of course. And nobody died, I guess. So I guess this is kind of typical weekend for Stratovarius. Nothing else, nothing more. Thank you, goodbye.